In 2006, there was a movie that came out and it was called The Secret. And in that movie, they talked about something specific called the law of attraction. Now, whether you think this is woo-woo or you don't believe in this kind of stuff, I'm not here to try to convince you. What I want to share with you is the law of attraction in action in my life. And this is, you just can't make this shit up. So back when the Boston Bruins were coming to Winnipeg to play the Winnipeg Jets, good friend of mine, Chris, called me up and he said, "Hey Joe, do you want to get together and I'll take you out to a Jets game?" I said, "Sure." So we're going to the Jets game and I said, "Let's go to this new restaurant on Main Street. We'll go check it out." And as we're on our way there, we're in 4 lanes over, like the turning lane to go to the arena is one way, and we're 4 lanes over to go to this new restaurant, and there's nobody there. Like the restaurant parking lot is empty, and I'm like, "Chris, we're not going there." Because I picked Chris up, I'm driving, so I'm like, forget it. Now, unfortunately, we're in the wrong lane. So we're driving away from the arena. So now it's like, what do I do? So we're crossing the famous intersection of Portage and Main, and I just go, fine, I got it. I'm going to take you to High Steakhouse. It's a very nice place. It's in the Richardson building. It's a famous corner, very popular steakhouse. So happy to treat my friend. This is where it gets interesting. So we've got to park at the Fairmont Hotel. Beautiful hotel. We park there. We go underground. And this is early December in Winnipeg, Canada. So you got to remember, it's cold. So now we go underground. We make our way into High Steakhouse, and they welcome us and they say, "Gentlemen, we don't have any tables left. However, we do have spots at the bar. And if you want, we actually have a little section right there, right by the window. There's space for 2 of you." I said, "Perfect." And they said, "By the way, did you park at the Fairmont?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, we'll validate your parking." So like already it's a win. To me, it's like, you know, when you can celebrate a win, even small ones, that's like $25 free parking. We're ahead. And he says, "By the way, if you get your order in before 6 o'clock, it's 30% off our menu." Like double win. Now I'm thinking, this is awesome. Here's where it gets really interesting. So I'm already feeling good because we've made some changes in our plans, and all of this synchronicity is happening. And this is where it gets really cool. We sit down, we start to eat, and this acquaintance of mine, friend of mine, her name is Joanne, comes up and she says, "Joe Marcoux." And I go, "Joanne Hebert." And we laugh, and she says, "I've been following you on social media. I just saw that you got back from Dubai from a speaking engagement. How did that go?" I said, "It was fantastic." She goes, "Well, the company that I work for, I've suggested that we hire you to come speak. In fact, I've been asking them for over a year, and the leadership team is right there. Would you like to meet them?" So all of this unfolds, and I go and meet with them, and I chat with them for 10 minutes. We trade information. The following day, it's an email exchange. 2 days later, we end up setting up a time to have a Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting happens. Proposals go in. All that to be said, I'm now speaking with Aon Insurance to do sales training with them. I'm actually speaking at a live event with them as I'm recording this. I'm going to be doing this with them in about 10 days' time. This happened with a massive company in a very short period of time, all because the law of attraction, because I've put it out there. I've said, I want to work with bigger companies. I want to do more corporate speaking engagements, and I want to help people within these organizations in a big way. And all of this unfolded. You could see how it unfolded very quickly, all because a buddy of mine said, "Do you want to go to a Jets game?" And the restaurant that we were going to, my feeling was not the right place. And I followed my gut. And we went to the right restaurant at the right time and got all of this stuff happening. Now, you could be sitting here going, "Nah, you know what, that's a bunch of malarkey or woo-woo stuff." That's up to you. What I will share with you is this. When you visualize, and I'm talking close your eyes for 30 seconds and place in your visualization the movie of your life of what you want this to look like in, let's say, a year or 2 years or 3 years. And you can feel good about it, because that's what the movie The Secret talked about. It's not just write down a goal or have a vision. What does it feel like? And then when it feels good, then the question is, are you taking action on it? Because I can tell you this much. I ended up at High Steakhouse by the Fairmont Hotel, as opposed to could have gone to another restaurant. Let's say imagine if I had chosen, let's go to a fast food place. Like, do you think the people that I had met would have been pre-game, prior to going to see a Winnipeg Jets game, at a fast food place? Like, hey, let's go to McDonald's. Like, that would have just not computed. The picture and the sound don't match. So where do you want to be? Because one of my favorite mentors of all time, Wayne Dyer, would say, you've got to see yourself as surrounded by the people and conditions you want to produce. You're going to find that in a fast food joint, or you're going to find that in a place where you're going to see other people that want success in their life. And one of my other mentors, Craig Ballantyne, would say, hey, like, who do you hang out with? Who do you have around you in your circle? In fact, I've got one of my mentors that would say, are you traveling economy or are you traveling business class? Because when you travel business class, who else do you meet in the business class lounges? Who else do you meet in business class? And this is where interesting relationships and synchronicities happen. So the thing is, in all of this, if you want the law of attraction to work, you can't just think about things and you can't just feel good about things. You've got to take the appropriate action steps to get there. You've got to move into that vibration. Whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, if you do not act, you will not get what you want.